Hey everyone, I want to welcome you to the Tech Podcast Roundtable. We're going to switch into the GoToMeeting session here in just a second. But I've got Jeffrey Powers up in the meeting session with us. We'll patch. Of course, he's up and listening. Jeffrey, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. Having a fun time getting things ready and burning it hard.
Well, we've got some great stuff for you today, and let me go ahead and switch us into the GoToMeeting session. And what we're going to do is we're going to demonstrate for you today some of the powers of the power of GoToMeeting. And we're also going to have some great topics for you. Of course, the Tech Podcast Roundtable is hosted in conjunction with techpodcast.com. So we want to make sure you get over to techpodcast.com, check out all the great content. We've got a number of shows on the website that are all creating family safe, basically family safe content. So definitely check it out. And of course, you can visit me over at geeknewscentral.com. I'm just back from NAB. Jeffrey's just back from Disrupt. Probably talk about that for a second. But of course, you can check Jeffrey's site out over at geekazine.com. Now, one thing we want to do, of course, is that as you are watching today's session, we want you to consider to go over to gotomeeting.com and basically give it a try. It's easy to use. You're going to see how easy it is as we demonstrated today. But it's real. All you got to do is go over to gotomeeting.com, click on the try it free button, enter your information in there, and you hit the promo code podcast. And that'll get you a free 30-day trial. Also, give us credit for you checking us out. Of course, you'll find the GoToMeeting banner either on myself or Jeffrey's website, or we're even back over at techpodcast.com. But you'll find this is a great way to do collaboration and meetings and so forth. What you can't see on the screen right now is Jeffrey and I are actually up in the HD Faces interface, and you'll be able to see that in a little while when we switch presenters. But the Tech Podcast Roundtable, we do this periodically when we find new stuff out we're gonna share with the media creator space and help people create content and make themselves more efficient. What have you got on tap today to talk about, Jeffrey?
Well, you were talking about NAB and a company called WeVideo. I decided to talk a little bit about this WeVideo interface and how you can actually not have to bring your editor with you, upload your video so somebody else can actually put it all together and get it up on YouTube, up onto your blip or wherever you're going to put it, and get going.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm looking forward to hear what you have to say about this. I actually saw these guys at NAB, and they just got $19.1 million in funding, so they're well on their way to having a great product. What I'm going to be talking about today, and actually what I'll start off today's roundtable with, is we talk about Livestream, and Livestream has been around for a while. They compete with companies such as Ustream and Justin.tv, but they have introduced a new product called the Livestream Broadcaster. Now, this is something that content creators that are on the go may want to consider purchasing if they're using Livestream, or may basically kind of make them consider using Livestream as their new streaming provider. So let me just talk about the basics and the utility of this Livestream Broadcaster device. And I'm going to try to show you some different views of this as we go through. But as you can see, it's very small. It can be handheld. It has a number of inputs, including basically an HDMI in. You got the ability to patch audio into it. Of course, you can connect a USB stick to it. Now, as far as the USB goes, what you use that for is connecting a 3G or 4G LTE USB card to it. So you can actually connect this device to Livestream with a mobile card. It also has built-in Wi-Fi. It's got power. You can actually connect it directly to um, your production studio via the internet. As you can see, they've designed it so it can mount on a camera and be on the go. And this is the utility I thought about this product was the ability to basically stream anywhere, anytime. Now, I will caution you, this $495 device probably will not sustain and be able to stream in heavy mobile usage areas. In other words, if you go to CES or to a big show, you may have trouble streaming with a single wireless card. You know, some of the Commercial solutions where you're using 7 or 8 bonded cards can cost anywhere as up to $7 to $8,000, as high as $25,000. So this 495 device is fantastic, and we think it's using Teradek technology inside, which is a proven technology. They won't admit it, but we feel that's the case. But they've got some great tutorials on the livestream.com website. But I think the thing that we ought to really focus on here is what's in this box. And I think what they've really been smart here is they build in wireless to it. It can be powered by 3 AA batteries, or you can have powered externally with a power plug. Again, it's very light, and it's simple to use. It's just one button. You start. It basically you have to do a little setup guide. You set up some information, but once you're up, just one button click, and you're up and running. Now, the only thing that I will say about this is that this device, when you buy this, you will have to incur a $45 a month a streaming plan with Livestream. Now, this gives you ad-free advertising or ad-free streaming on the Livestream website. But the only bad thing about this plan, as it currently stands, you cannot take the embed and put it on your own website. Now, they're saying they're going to come out. And matter of fact, I saw it on their website today in their pricing plans. They're going to be adding an additional fee to be able to take that embed and move it to, and put it like on Geek News Central or Geekazine. So I think once they announce that and we see what the price is, I think that's really going to be the differentiating factor in this product. I think it'll be very popular. Now, Livestream we believe, is subsidizing the price of this device, and I think this is a good move by them, and it gives broadcasters the ability to live stream anywhere with just this little, basically hockey puck sized device. Now, I saw this at NAB, and I saw it in use. I saw it being used with USB. I saw it being used with, with a USB stick from Verizon. I saw it being used on Wi-Fi. I saw it being direct connect. So this is not vaporware. This is going to be shipping in May. Again, this is I think this is a great opportunity. I did pre-order one of these devices, and we'll be doing a review once I get them. And this just opens up all kinds of opportunities to be able to live stream in venues that you may not have thought about doing before. And here's the best part. If you've got this mounted to a camera, your camera still can record. So you can do this stream live at an event and then take the video that's been stored on your webcam and move that into your traditional video editing suite and produce the post-production stuff. And this is just going to be a lot of fun. I feel this is going to be $45 worth of fun each month that, I'm going to be able to go to different events. And who knows, it opens up a whole new realm of content creation because, no longer am I going to be, forced just to do tech. I could do events around Honolulu. And with this device, it just gives you the freedom to come up and stream at any time. Now, I think the key, though, is to be able to make it easy for people to find when you're streaming an event and, be able to have a central location for the content to be streamed to. So I look forward to this coming out. Jeffrey, what do you think about this? Do you think this is a game changer device?
In a way, yes, and in another way, no. The only advantage I see on this, and I find it really funny that they have this on the this picture on the Canon XA10, is the fact that the XA10 is not a Wi-Fi enabled camera just yet.
Right.
And they have, of course, some of the cameras like the ones I was talking about a little bit earlier today, the Vixia HF M52. That's the highest end one with Wi-Fi capability. The only advantage is that's Wi-Fi, and the Livestream box is actually going to be going through a 3G system. That's the other thing, is it's going to be 3G.
Oh, it can be
And
4G
when we're
too.
Oh, it will be 4G
Yeah,
for it?
you can
Okay.
use any type of USB card or stick.
Okay, so the stick is not okay. So yeah, that would probably be the only advantage, is the fact that you plug it in to use something other than Wi-Fi and go from there. But what I would most likely do is I would probably just use something that can do, and of course it's also live stream, so it's kind of like I suppose it's like having a USB camera that's wireless, whereas the Wi-Fi on these cameras don't do a straight stream. They do they record and then they
Right.
push the video to the stream. But yeah, so I suppose that could work. I'd like to personally, I would rather see something that could actually shoot to a PC, so I can do some post editing and then push it up to live stream.
Well, I
But
think for doing live, this is, if you're going to if you're going to just shoot something, then just shoot it with your camcorder, and then come in and edit it. But with this device, what you've really done here is you've basically you can now be the reporter in the field.
yeah,
Hypothetically, you could have your camera in the car, see an accident, jump out, boom, and you're live and streaming news. And so long as you've got a good connection, good 3G or 4G connection, you'll get a decent stream back to live stream. And, the instant on the air thing is good. They say that it's going to be work across all screens. So, literally someone could be, watching but I think the challenge of this will be too, is that you're going to have to pre-plan events. You're going to have to announce it until they can get the embed where you just can stick it on your website and then it's really live at any time. You say, hey, tweet, hey, I'm going live right now at such and such event. Um, and then you go live, as long as everyone knows where the central location is to go to. I think it works out. So some logistics there. We'll see what Livestream does and what they announce on the embed. I think it's critical. I think that's the key here to this, and it's ad free. And for $45 a month, without having to be locked into a plan, I think this is awesome. So I'm going to be
oh
using
yeah,
it, and we'll see how well it works. And we'll push the limits of this thing to the max, and who knows? Maybe we'll be able to use it for some events next year at CES. And at $45 a month, and you have a couple of these. And if it doesn't work all the time, so be it. But I think it'll be a lot of fun. All right.
I could see one quick use is we could actually put a camera up in the air. We had the rotating camera up in the air. We could actually put that in the air and hook it up to the internet, and that could be our security camera for the week.
Absolutely. It could be you're right. Just hook a power supply to it and put a low stream on it. Yeah, it could be the security camera for the week. That's true.
Yeah.
Inexpensive solution for a security cam. That's for definitely for remote too. That's kind of a unique idea, but
Mhm.
I like it. It's just got the HDMI plug and it's used with most webcams today. So that's what I had. I just wanted to share this new thing that Livestream has got, and this new box. And I think it's going to be. I think this is going to be big. I think it's going. I think they're going to do very well with this. And time will tell, but I will know. It says ships by May 31st. So we'll see. Whenever they're ready, that they had them there. So I'm hoping that they're really close. I'm sure they're working on the firmware or something else, but time will tell. So what I'm going to do now, folks, is I'm going to switch the presenter over to Jeffrey so that you'll be able to see his screen. And it's very simple to do within the actual system. I select Make Jeffrey Presenter. I'd say yes. And then, okay, I'm no longer presenter. And we'll see where. Okay, let me
And
look.
then basically, I get an option to, because I have a multi-screen monitor, so I can say I want all my
Whoops.
screens, or I just want to show off screen number two,
Okay.
and I just said screen number two. So now you should see my website
All right. Now I
on the
need to
screen.
drag this over here where I'm doing the actual screen capture today. And let's blow that up there. So now we can see. Okay, so now what we can see is we can see both me and Jeffrey. I can actually, this is the view he was seeing a little while ago um, of me with my website. Now we can see his website below. So what I'm going to do, just so that this is better for everyone, I'm going to shrink the live stuff as small as I can. And I actually think I can, oh, no, I can't. So I think you're ready to go, Jeffrey, with yours, and
Okay.
we can see your screen good. So fire away.
All right. Jeffrey Powers here from geekazine.com. You can follow me on Twitter at geekazine. Just think magazine, take out the mag, put in a geek, as I always say. So Today we're going to be talking about a process now in video editing. Now I've been the one man crew. I was out at San Francisco this last week I did a Ford drive. I was doing some video for HP. I was out for a demo out in Santa Clara, and I got some of the video up on the website, like this one, this Brightworks projector. Pretty cool stuff that's coming from there. But basically, when I do my video, I record my video and then I take it back and then I go and I edit it. And I use a program to edit. I use Sony Vegas to edit my videos. Some people use Final Cut Pro. Some people use the Adobe Premiere software, and that's all well and good. It's got some great features, but the thing is that makes me very responsible for everything, for recording the video, for putting it up, for editing it. And if I wanted somebody else to edit it, I either had to upload it somewhere and then they'd have to download it, or I'd have somebody come with me and they would do the editing. And of course that takes a lot of time and money. Well, there's this company out there called WeVideo, and I saw them at TechCrunch Disrupt this last year. And basically what they are is a company that says, record your videos, whether it be on your professional camera, whether it be on your handheld camera, whether it be on your iPhone or your iPad or your Android device, upload the video and upload it to a central location so somebody can grab those videos and download them and then put them in so they can go and edit them and create video with a little bit more professional look, with lower thirds, with graphics and stuff like that. Now, they just like Todd said, they just got some extra funding for this system, and I have to admit that in the last couple hours that I've really played with WeVideo, I'm very impressed with the level of quality that it can do. Now, the one thing it can't do is green screen. So if you're thinking, oh, I can do all my chroma key from here, this is going to be great, they don't have that feature. My understanding is that's a possibility for the future, but right now, that it's basic editing. You put in a title, you put in transitions, you put in lower thirds, you put in little special graphics that they have, and go from there. Now, they have the other thing that they don't have right now is an iOS application for it. They just came out with the Android app. So basically, you download the Android app, you then record the video, and it'll instantly go into the queue from your Android device. So my understanding is iOS is around the corner, but the biggest problem that they have right now is they run in Flash. So you need a Flash. You needed a Flash support, so you could go from there. Now, here's how it works. Basically, what it does is you log in, and then you get created a plan. There's a free plan which gives you like a gigabyte worth of storage. They also have a plus plan, an ultra plan, and a commercial plan for up to $80 a month. So you basically you sign up for the plan. I've of course got the free plan right here, which gives me 1 gigabyte of storage, 360p resolution, 15 export minutes, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, Twitter, and 390 licensed music titles, which is nice. So, but basically what it does is once you sign in, you go to this interface right here, which is the main interface. Looks exactly like any other video editor, your iMovie or whatever. You have your timeline down on the bottom here. Let me grab the pen tool. I always forget to do this. Let's do this one. You got your highlight. Basically, you got your timeline right here. And then up here, you have all the videos that you upload or work on. And then let's, boom, we'll do that and go back to normal. And then, of course, you have, you basically have your files, you have project files, videos that come from other people. There's videos that they add to it. Like, for instance, if you wanted a blue background for some transitions, you could put that up there. Different audio files, which they've supplied a whole bunch of audio files that I can use. Transitions, if I want to transition from one part to the next. And then, of course, cool little graphics. So what I did was I uploaded a few files. A few of these are I did, and I've done in the past from my iPad 365 show. And then I have a couple videos that I went out with my iPad and actually just took some video, like this one of my backyard, which makes me realize I have to cut my lawn. And then I had a friend just send me this video right here. Now they're saying that you can, they accept all formats. So you got MP4, you got M4V, you got 3GP. I run on MTS files, which is the AVCHD format, which Canon has. So I uploaded them. They uploaded fine. Since this is the free, I have a cap. I think, like I said, it's 1 GB size, but the videos have to be under 500 megabytes themselves individually. So, but I uploaded the videos, some small videos to keep this project going as quick as possible. So you might have to do some conversion to get it to upload there, but for the most part, if you record and you record in about a 720p for about 10 minutes worth of video, should be about 100 megabytes, and that should be uploadable even to the free account. So basically what I did was I plopped a few things onto the timeline here. I have a black background, which was from this video here. And then I put in a title, which was over here in the title area. And I just said Geekazine. And then I put in a lower third. And of course I have one of the videos from my private files, which was just me standing in front of my green screen. Putting in video is pretty straightforward. All you have to do is grab the video, drag it down, and it enters into the timeline. I can put it into different areas of the timeline. I can edit from here. I can resize it just as easily. I can go to a certain point in the timeline and then hit the split button, and then I've split that video into two. I can grab one of the videos and I can hit the FX button, and I can do a whole bunch of different effects to it, like for instance, TV scan lines. I can check that and uncheck that. I can emboss it and I can uncheck it. I can half tone. That's another effect. Put on a sepia look to it. Just do sepia because that looks kind of cool. And then we'll say done. So now I've got my video. Now my grass looks like it needs to be watered too. But I've got the video here and it's right in the timeline. Creating a transition between videos is just as easy as going over the transitions, finding a transition that you want. Like for instance, this rainbow transition, I'll put it right here. And then maybe this bird transition, this is kind of cool. So I put that right there, and I've just put transitions into the video. Now you might not see the video perfectly because I think I don't remember if GoToMeeting goes 30 frames a second, but basically it's going to go from scene to scene, and of course you can see the transitions. There's a lower third. I put in a little speech bubble right there saying, "Hey, I'm talking here." And then I'll do that goes into a different transition. There's the iPad video in sepia mode. And then these birds fly by and all of a sudden it's green, which is pretty cool. We've got a lot of different transitions, so on and so forth, which you can basically make a video. So let's say I'm doing a one-on-one interview. I can put into this timeline, I can put an intro and an outro, and then upload my interview, put the interview in, and then go in and send this out into and record this and produce it down, and then get it ready for YouTube and go from there.
This thing's pretty powerful.
So it's very powerful, and it's literally not really doing anything on your computer, so you don't need to have like a super high powered computer to do this editing, because this is all right in. I'm using Chrome. There's my Chrome browser page.
Yeah.
And I've got it's just basically a web page. So I don't need an i7 computer with gigabytes worth of graphics and 8 gigabytes of RAM. So some of you,
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Now the question was though, is it's can it be edited? He was talking about being able to edit right on an iPad. Do they have an iPad app?
Not as of yet. But yes, once it does come out, my understanding is it will be an iPad, just like iMovie is on the iPad, and I actually have the iMovie application on my iPad, and that works very, very well in creating quick movies. So I would guess that the WeVideo will be pretty much the same.
Yeah, they've done a
So
great job here for an online editor. Now, of course, then too is it's designed to have people upload the videos from their phones and do this on the fly. So, how hard is it to send video to the system via your mobile device? Can you email them the clip, or how does that work?
well, my I don't have an Android to really check that part out. I did have a friend download the app and send it, and she didn't have any problems sending it.
Hmm.
I don't know if I think she emailed it to me.
Right.
And so I then just took the video, put it on my desktop, and then uploaded it that way. Same thing from my iPad. I
Right.
went outside and I took the video, and then I just hooked it up. It downloaded it to the desktop, and then I uploaded it to the files.
Right.
But if I, let's say I'm downtown and my editor is on the west side, or even in a completely different state, I can create some video and say, hey, we need to get this up, edit this down, and go from there. And we don't have to worry about transferring the files. Well, besides internet, we don't have to worry about transferring the files to that person, so they can do the editing. They can just get it and go from there. Another thing that people do is you get everybody to go to one account. So they say, if you come to this place, or maybe you're at this concert or something like that, I want you to pull out your phones and do some video and send it to this address.
Right.
And then the next day, somebody can actually sit there and edit all the files and put it up there.
Yeah. Very cool. It
So
it's a lot cooler than I thought it would be for a web-based editor. There's transitions. There's everything you really need. Especially if
yeah,
you're looking to do something quick and then add some flair to a video that you've done. So yeah, it's pretty
yeah.
awesome.
Now, the free version will also put a watermark on the bottom.
Uh,
You'll have to pay to actually have that watermark removed. But like I said, the price plans were pretty low.
yeah, I think $7 or something like that's where they started, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And the only major downfall is, like I said, I do a lot of chroma key stuff,
Hmm.
so I wouldn't be able to do videos with green screen. I could take the video and then process the green screen behind, which a lot of people say you should do anyway, and then put it into your video encapsulation program
Hmm.
and edit it that way. But when I do my video, I just do it straight up, and then have the green screen merge itself in as
Right.
we go, because I have like a 3-layer green screen process.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. Well, I tell you, this is awesome. This is how doing video on the fly could be really
Hmm.
cool, especially if you're doing short clips and then you can just auto send them and then have someone
Yeah.
waiting to do the editing. That
Oh yeah.
it makes a lot of sense. It really does. Well, was that all you had on WeVideo?
That's it. Of course, if anybody has any questions on that, you can email me, geekazine@gmail.com. You can Twitter me at geekazine, and yeah, we'll go from there.
All right, we switch back, and I'm now presenting again, so we can close that. We were already on that, and actually, I had the site up as well. Well, today we wanted to share a couple of new tools with you that you can use, and some potential ideas for creating content. And of course, if you're considering putting tech content together, we want you to consider becoming a member of the Tech Podcast Network, all family safe shows. And I think we got a pretty good group now. Everything's kind of settled out. I think like 140 is where we're at. We've added a few shows here and there, but the main thing is all tech. It's all family safe, and we've got a great program for people that want to work with us over there. And of course, as Jeffrey was just talking, you definitely want to go check his site out at geekazine.com. And of course, I can be found over at Geek News Central. We just finished up the Saturday Morning Tech Show, which Jeffrey was on. We talked about NAB. So we'll be um, having that video and stuff go up here in a few hours. But we want to thank the folks over at GoToMeeting for sponsoring the event today. Great web collaboration. And actually Jeffrey, I found the way to hide those webcams while you were presenting. So you can hide them or show them. It makes it so there's all kinds
Oh,
of
nice.
options there. But
Okay.
if you collaborate with a small or even a large group, this is the way to do it. You can provide instant online demos. You can build documents together. You can even use your iPad. Matter of fact, I did a meeting with Cliff Ravenscraft. here about 2 weeks ago where I was sitting in my car, pulled over alongside the highway, did a GoToMeeting session with him. He was actually the initiator. I joined, so he was like, "Where are you at?" I'm like, "I'm in my car." Alongside the highway, stopped. I said, "I didn't get to where I needed to be on time," and, turned on the camera and participated in about a 15 minutes conference call with a couple other individuals, and we all got a laugh because one other guy was, actually using his iPhone, to do the meeting. So it was, there's different strokes there. It's different ways, and people are on the move. And so definitely try GoToMeeting out. And here's the deal: go over to GoToMeeting.com, click on the orange Try It Free button, and you enter the promo code podcast when you're in the signups window. You'll get that free 30-day trial. Make sure you enter the promo code podcast. That way we get credit. And we want to thanks GoToMeeting for being a sponsor here at the Tech Podcast Roundtable. We should have another one of these for you in a couple of weeks. But Jeffrey, any closing comments?
Uh, watch podcasts, listen to podcasts, and feedback. That's the important thing. If you've got a show that you listen to or watch, make sure that you go into iTunes and leave feedback. Make sure you go into Tech Podcasts and leave feedback, so we know what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong, and go from there.
And definitely support those sponsors. They keep the ball rolling for us, allow us to do the cool things that we do, and get to play with these gadgets and stuff. But again, in final closing, thanks for watching here at Tech Podcast Network and the Tech Podcast Roundtable. My name is Todd Cochrane with Geek News Central with co-host here Jeffrey Powers from geekazine.com. Until next time, everyone, take care. We'll see you.